Hey guys, it's Blushing Evie, and today I'm going to tell you about what's happened for about a week now with me. Like, why I haven't been really hunting as much, I haven't been uploading videos, because I haven't been finding shinies, because I haven't been hunting. So, I don't even know what day it was, but I got a phone call from a friend I haven't talked to in like a year, and she said that there were some kittens and a cat and a mother cat outside her house that were freezing in the cold. Like, the mother cat had her kittens in a hole outside in the freezing cold. It's freezing in Ohio right now. It's so cold. So I have no idea how these kittens survived, and I was like really sad about it. I was like, I really hope you find someone to take them in. And she's like, well, you're the last person I could think of that really loves cats. So I kind of fought with my mom about it. I was like, Mom, we have to save these kittens. We can't let them freeze in the cold. And she was like, we don't have any room for them. We have nowhere to put them. And so I said we could put them in the garage. And she still said no. So I kind of told my friend, hey, you can bring them over. My mom doesn't really know about it, but you can bring them over. And so she brought them over. And my mom kind of knew that the kittens were there because she heard the garage opening, and she was just like, fine, fine, fine. And so we got 5 little kittens. There was a little black one, and 3 calicos, and a black and white one. And I could tell, like, she said they were 2 weeks old, and they looked like newborns. They were so small that I was just, like, stunned that they could be 2 weeks. Because, previously, my cat, Callie, that passed away a few years ago, she actually had a litter of kittens, and I was there for the whole thing. I watched the birth, I watched them grow up, so I kind of knew how big they were supposed to be, but didn't because it's been so long. And so I was just, like, amazed that they were still living because they looked so little. And so we took them in, and we made a big nest for them. We had tons of blankets. We put them in a little cage, and then we put them in a big cage, and we just like stacked it with blankets and covered it with blankets to keep them warm. And we kept them in the garage, and sadly, the black one, he was just so small, and he had to be the runt because he was just so small compared to the others, and he wasn't nursing, and we noticed it, and we tried really hard to get him to nurse. And the next day, I wake up, and I'm like, Mom, is the kitten okay? And she's like, it died, Paige, it died. And I freaking cried my lung out because I was already attached to the kittens when they got here. So I was just, I don't know, I was just overwhelmed with emotion because I'm like, no! Like, I've never seen a cat or had a cat that's died, like, right in front of me or in my palm, in my, like, in my house. We've never had an animal die in our house or in our garage. And so I was really sad. So we kept an eye on the other ones because we were really concerned with the other ones because we thought something might be wrong with them. And turns out that Skitty Jr, she's this little calico that looks exactly like my cat. She stopped nursing. She just completely stopped trying, and she was still lively, and she was still walking around, and we basically bought a bottle and some formula, some kitten formula, and we force-fed her. She didn't take to the bottle, and so we kind of forced it down her, which at this point in time, we were just like, we have to try to get some nutrition into her because she'll die without it. And we did that for, I'm pretty sure, a day and a half, and this was on Thanksgiving. She was still alive on Thanksgiving Day, but when I got home from Thanksgiving, because I went home early because I was concerned that she wasn't okay, I found her nestled with her little siblings, and she looked like she wasn't breathing, so I took her out, and she was just really stiff, and her eyes were closed, and she just wasn't breathing, and right then I just lost it. I was crying so much. But yeah, so we buried them both outside, near us, yeah. But the next day, I thought it was over with. I thought we were going to make sure these kittens were going to stay alive because we were going to try really hard. And we even put a heater in my garage so it would stay warmer. So now, like right now, it's actually 70 out there. It was like 54, but we put the heater out there and it got up to 70. So it's basically the temperature of our house, and we don't even bring our cars in there anymore because we're just like keeping them in there to keep warm and everything. And so the next morning, my mom comes in and she's like, Paige, you have to do something or else this one's gonna die. And she held one of the kittens in her hand in a little towel. And it was a tiger-striped calico kitten that I later named Tiger. And she was so limp. She literally looked like she was like floppy. She was floppy and limp, and she was closing her eyes and opening them, but she couldn't even barely do that. She wouldn't lift up her head. And we force fed her, and as you probably know, she didn't take it either because she could barely drink. She just couldn't do it. She could barely meow. She didn't meow. She just couldn't. And she actually died in my mom's arms, and she's like, Paige, I think she's dead. And I just was like, you've got to be kidding me. You have to be kidding me. Like, again? Why? So after that, we freaking kept our eyes on these two little ones that were left. These are the two ones that were the healthiest from all of them. They're the plumpest. They're really big compared to the other ones. They meowed a lot. Well, not a lot, but they meowed when you picked them up. And their eyes are completely open. So right now they're looking healthy. But the problem is, Munchies, the black and white one, started coughing. Like, I noticed the coughing when they came, kind of. Like, it was just like a little cough that I kind of was like, oh, well, maybe they had something in their throat and they just had to cough. I didn't really think about it because I've never had these problems with kittens. And so, he or she continued to cough. And it wasn't, like, constant. It was, like, when he started to nurse, like, he started coughing, you know? And, so I am really concerned. Confetti, the calico kitten that we have left, is also coughing. I can tell their breathing isn't where it should be, I guess, but they're still really active. They're still nursing. But my mom doesn't want me to take them to the vet. And I've had countless arguments with her about bringing them inside, about taking them to the vet, and basically we've been yelling at each other 24/7. And it's all because I want to save these kittens. And I know I shouldn't be that way to my parents, but they don't understand. They think, this is what they think. They think that if cats on the farm can live outside, these kittens can live. Let's just let their mother do what they do, because they're better off with their mother than they are in human hands, in human care, like at the vet. And I completely disagree with her. I've been texting her because she won't listen to me when I talk to her. So I've been texting her and saying all this stuff. And she's telling me to stop looking up stuff, stop looking into things. It's really frustrating. So I've decided, I have a car. I have a boyfriend because he can back me up. I'm going to be taking them to the vet tomorrow. So I'm making this video because, as you guys know, I don't have a job. I have been looking for a job. But I've been kind of consumed in homework. I've been consumed with these kittens now. And I've been consumed in thinking about what I want to do for a career. So I don't have a job. I do have my partnership money, which I'm going to use. So don't think I'm being selfish by not using it, because I am going to be using it. But I don't know if I'll have enough, because if they have what I think it is, which is pneumonia, they're going to need antibiotics. They're going to need this nebulizer, which breathes the medicine into their lungs. And I have no idea how much that costs. And if you guys want to, don't feel obligated. But I am making donations for Confetti and Munchies, because I don't want you guys to think that, oh, if you care so much for them, you should use your own money, because I am using my money. I just want to make it an option for you guys to help out, because I really don't want these kittens to die. Like, I want to find them homes, and I want them to grow up and be like Skitty, who's like a spoiled brat. And we've been trying so hard. It's just, it's so frustrating, and I really want to take them to the vet and get them cured and like help them. But I don't know if I have enough money for that. So if you guys want to help, you can donate it doesn't matter how much you donate. It has to be at least $1, probably at least $2 for me to get something, because PayPal takes some of your money away because you got a donation, if that makes sense. But if you guys want to donate, I would have really appreciated it. I just don't want these little kittens to die, and it's just really sad. So yeah, that's all I had to say. Thank you for watching this. If you got all the way through, I know it's like 10 minutes. But thank you so much for watching. And hopefully these kittens make it. If they don't, I will cry my heart out because I want them to survive. So